The summary of Nnamdi Kanu summarizes the problem of the Southeast. I don't want to use the word Igbos because there are non-Igbos also living in some parts of the Southeast. His, his case is that of a reflective instinct towards self-preservation. How do we, make it possible for our people to survive? And for our people to survive, it is if you survive, I survive. That's collective self-preservation, which other parts of the country are not interested in it. Nnamdi Kanu is an offshoot of the Nigerian Civil War. He represents the unfinished process. He represents the desire of our people to actualize their dreams. He represents the industry Barak put forward that the Civil War extinguished and nobody was able to resume it anymore. So when he speaks, people don't understand his language because it's not commonplace. It's not the commonplace, I will give you road, I will build this, I will give water. Because he's so fundamental about his approach. The human nature, the integrity of the human person, the dignity of the human person. It's not just a matter of about, giving food and water and this, but the individual requires some respect, some honor. And it's a concept that is not commonplace in the country called Nigeria. So that's why he's in trouble. And since then, unfortunately, he had the misfortune to be captured in Kenya. And 4 years down the road, that's where we are. Okay, so the case they are charging him for, what is the maximum imprisonment term for it if he has spent about that number of years in jail, It shows you the injustice. You're trying to correct somebody using, that kind of process, to correct whatever it is you want to correct. What did Nnamdi Kanu do? He wants freedom for his people. He's saying that you want freedom for your people. Is it treasonable? I don't think it's treasonable. You have a right under the Constitution of Nigeria to air your views, and airing your views will be reflective of what those views represent. The interest of your people becomes a personal journey for you. Achievement of those interests is a personal journey for you. So what is it wrong? Is it the way he says it that they are not, they are worried about? The talks of freedom. What is freedom? The ability to be yourself, to exercise yourself, to answer your name, answer your father's name. What is the summary of freedom? Wake up in the morning and say, I want to go to Lagos, and nobody stops you. I want to go to anywhere, nobody stops you. That's freedom. To associate and not to associate with anybody, that's your freedom. But some parts of this country, they determine what that your freedom is going to be. That's the summary of Nnamdi Kanu's problem. The rest of the country want to determine for us what our vision will be.
Maybe aligning it to what a French philosopher Voltaire said, he says injustice leads to independence. I will likely to see it in this light, that the injustice of today might eventually lead to the independence of the people so subdued.
Because if people protest about it, if you remain docile, injustice will not fight for itself. That is in part, that's what Nnamdi Kanu is doing. The French philosopher, that theory has been there for a long time. But the French people also fought in the French Revolution to be free. People have to pay the supreme sacrifice. That's what was going on. How you pay it depends on how you started, your own revolution, how you started, protesting, what process it is, just speech making or protesting on the streets or television discussion or, a variety of ways you can motivate your people to be able to achieve, an honest, purpose for their survival.